Yes, it is time for Wellness Wednesday on the tea break. Yes, I'm really excited about today's conversation on Wellness Wednesday. And we're going to get into all that good stuff. My name is 𝐒𝐭𝐚𝐲.
My name is Beatrice.
And I am 𝐒𝐈𝐍𝐿. And today we have a very special guest on the show. Like I said, I think I've been announcing since yesterday. I think last week. That today we're going to be talking about yoga. For those of you who don't know what yoga is or the practice of yoga, we're going to talk about it today. All the myths and all the questions that you have about it, we're going to be talking about it on the show today. So let's introduce our guest.
Yes.
Let's read his bio.
Our yoga sensei.
Our yoga sensei.
So our yoga sensei is a graduate of Bachelor's of Science in Sociology, has been an advocate for wellness since the year 1999. He was trained by Sensei 𝐒𝐍𝐧𝐧𝐞𝐜, Sensei Alfred Johnson Nkang, that's the Kandoshin and Shukokai Karate, Mike Angere, and Gina Woodhill, Hatha and Vinyasa Yoga. He's a pranic healer, an erratic yogi, certified personal and group fitness trainer, and founder of Lifelong Fitness International, which focuses on physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the city of Lagos, please welcome our guest today, Olusoya Babatunde Fisayo, also known as Mr. T. I love it. You're welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. I really am elated to be here this morning. I just want to give everything I've got. I'm going to give my very best.
Thank you so much. We're so looking forward to the conversation. Pranic healer, what is that? Before we go on a break quickly.
Okay, pranic healing is a no-touch, no-drug energy healing modality. Basically, it focuses more on the energy body. We focus on the fact that ailment, before it appears on the physical body, it's first of all appears on the energy body. The energy body, of course, is the mental body, the emotional body. That's the mind and the emotion. That's where illness starts from. So again, pranic healing basically makes use of vital energy to accelerate the healing process. So we have the knowledge of the fact that the body has the innate potential to heal itself. Yeah, that's one of the principles we use. Then we also use vital energy to accelerate the healing process. So what's vital energy? Vital energy is the energy that keeps everything alive. Without vital energy, nothing is alive. Yeah, and there are three major sources of vital energy. First, in the air we breathe, we call that air prana or air vital energy. Second is in the ground, we call that ground prana or ground vital energy. And the third source of vital energy is the sun. So when you have the knowledge of this and you know how to tap into those energy, you can effectively manage stress and manage your well-being and also help others to effectively stay well.
So let's say that. Tell us once again. The first source is where?
Is the air we breathe. Is in the air we breathe. Yes. So
the second is in the ground.
In the ground, yes.
And the third is in the sun.
Is in the sun. Yes. So the air, the one in the air, we call it air vital energy. Okay. The one in the ground, we call it ground vital energy. And the one in the sun, we call it solar vital energy or prana, or we also call it life force.
And how does that really helping? Because I remember when I was younger, my dad would see me without slippers. So, no, but I can't wear your slippers. I understand. You got what's wrong with you. Now. So, how exactly do you tap into?
Yes, exactly. That's a very good question, Kafa. So, basically, to tap into the air vital energy, you simply need to do deep breathing. When you do deep abdominal breathing, that's all. That's all. If you do deep breathing regularly, you inhale long enough, you hold the breath for a few seconds. Yes, clean air. Then you exhale slowly. Make sure you are in an environment that is, has plenty of trees and flowers, okay? Then when you do deep breathing regularly, you notice that you can increase the vital energy in your system and reduce the used up energy. What actually makes us fall ill is the used up energy, the amount of used up energy in our body or negative energy. So how to eradicate that negative energy, you can also do it through breathing. Okay. Then also to draw the energy, the vital energy from the ground, all you have to do is walk bare feet, especially on sand and on grass.
That's why they say when you go to the beach, you just walk barefoot.
Yes. Now, let me explain why that is possible. Because, we have something in our body called energy centers or chakras. Okay? Now, for energy centers, they allow energy to flow into the body and energy to flow out. Without the energy centers, there is no way energy can flow in and out. Okay? Now, for those chakras in the body, There are major ones, there are minor ones, and there are many ones.
I'm sorry, can I ask what a chakra is? Because I've always heard chakra.
Yes.
Naruto.
What is it?
Chakras are basically welling energy centers that are located in our body. They are sources of, they are actually places in points in our body where energy flows in and energy flows out.
Yes.
So they are there, whether you are aware of it or not, they are there constantly working and they are doing their job. Okay. Now, for those energy centers, like I said, we have the major ones, we have the minor ones, and we have the mini ones. The major ones are located from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. Now, the minor ones, you can find them in the palms of the hands, you can find them in the soles of the feet, you can find them in the elbow, the wrists, the shoulders, the knee, the ankle. You can find them in the jaw, you can find them on our temple, you can find them also on our heads, okay? Then the mini ones, they are located in our internal organs. Okay. Now, all those energy centers in the body, they are connected to the palms of the hands and the soles of the feet. So the understanding of reflexology has to do with this fact. Now, when you project your hand this way, whether you are aware of it or not, energy is flowing out and energy is flowing in.
Just by raising your hands.
Just by raising your hands and projecting. Now, if you are aware of it, you can project the energy and bring about a desired effect for someone that needs probably healing or any other thing for the body. Then again, the soles of the feet, like in reflexology, you can touch different parts of the palms and different parts of the soles of the feet to actually stimulate the organs in the body. So the palms of the hand and the soles of the feet, they are connected to the energy centers in the body. So with this knowledge, those of us in reflexology, we use that knowledge to actually bring about wellness to the people that needs it. Then again, when I was practicing martial arts, the same pressure points that we were taught to bring down our opponent, to decapitate our opponent during the practice, during fights.
You watch all those Chinese, they just touch somebody, and the person just has.
Is those same pressure points when I got into pranic healing that we were taught to heal, to bring about wellness.
So we'll go on a break right now. I want to talk about a particular.
Exactly.
So I see this a lot in movies when they press this place and
the person just slips.
Like the person just slips off and they just. Let's go on a break quickly, and when we get back, we'll continue with the conversation. Don't go anywhere. I am loving this.
You are still listening to Inspiration 92.3 FM, your number one family radio. It is Wellness Wednesday on the tea break, and today we are talking yoga. We have a pranic healer here who is also a 𝐼𝐍𝐻 yoga and a certified personal and group fitness trainer in person of Olusoya Babatunde Fisayo, also known as Mr. T. You already started to break some tables already before we even went on that break. I want to continue to dive right into it.
I am totally loving it. Before we went on the break, we were talking about different parts of the body, energies and chakra.
Locking people.
I only hear chakra in Indian movies.
Chakra and no, one is in anime. Naruto. You need to get the 9K something chakra. Your chakras are depleted, and you're like,
you need to. And we're learning what all that actually means and how you can actually, tap into everything that he has mentioned. So let's talk about the practice of yoga now. For those who don't know, what does it mean to practice yoga? Is it the same thing as just normal stretching? Because it feels like I'm just stretching after your normal workout. What's the difference?
Okay. Thank you very much, Kafayat. Yoga basically means to yoke, union. Okay. Now, to yoke what? Union of what? That's the question. So, in life, we have different levels of truth. Okay. At some point, you come to the first level of truth. As you do your research, as you experience life, you move to the second level of truth. As you continue to experience, you do your research, you continue to listen, you continue to, observe, and you continue to experiment, you can move to the third level of truth. So for the first level of truth, okay, yoga is basically union, to yoke. Union of what? Now, let me break it down from the basics. Every individual, we perceive before we think. Then after thinking, we speak. Then after speaking, we can go ahead to act. So going from perception to thinking, to speaking, and to acting. Now, when we perceive, naturally, for all of us, so long as you are a human spirit, for all of us human beings, we carry something within us, which is the core of everybody, is the spirit.
Yes.
Now, the spirit always perceive. And the spirit is always grounded in love, purity, and justice.
Yeah.
But that extension of the quality of the spirit doesn't go to the mind, to the thinking. The mind is not loved. The mind is not pure. The mind is not always just. So for most of us, we can't carry that extension of the spirit to the mind and follow through from the mind, the thinking, to speaking, then to the action itself. So for most of us, we tend to deviate from the quality of the spirit when we begin to think, because we are already in the realm whereby we are faced with different forms of energies that bombard us, okay, in our thoughts. So in a situation whereby you can take that quality of the spirit and take it to your thought, to begin to think in a loving way, begin to think with purity, begin to think with justice. Then follow through with that same energy that you took from your spirit to your thoughts, follow through with it to your words. Let your words also be such that, it's complete with love, pure, and with justice. Then your action also will now align. When your perception, your thoughts, your words, and your action are in line with the qualities of the spirit, which is love, justice, and purity, then you are practicing yoga.
Wow.
I can't believe it. I'm sorry. So
I've been enthralled.
I feel like I was just hypnotized for a moment because I was so into everything that I felt like my brain was. Oh my gosh!
Now, the problem many of us have is that
wow,
because of our experience navigating life, because of our unfulfilled expectations, because of our disappointments we face, because of some few failures, because of challenges that we tend to not immediately find solutions to, we tend to neglect that quality of the spirit. Then we begin to think thoughts that are unwholesome.
Right.
Then we carry those unwholesome thoughts into our words. Then we carry those words into our action. Then there is a disconnect. So there is no union, there is no yoking.
So yoga helps to bring that connection back.
Exactly. So the practice of breathing, the practice of meditation, the postures, the different rituals that has to do with yoga is aimed at basically achieving what I just explained.
Just, why is bursting my brain? Because it's
see people saying, wow, that's yoga on Instagram. Wow. Because I've never heard anyone explain the practice of yoga the way he just did. They just say, okay, stretching, you're moving your hands. The fact.
Now, one of the things that actually, makes most of us to struggle to align the qualities of the spirit with our thoughts, our words, and our actions is because of the dense energy that we've absorbed into our energy centers, into our body. Remember, everything around us is alive. Everything around us has its own vibration, its own frequency, it has its own energy. This phone has its own energy. This stuff, everything has its own energy. So everything you pay attention to, whether you are aware of it or not, you're transmitting your energy to that thing, and that thing is also transmitting energy. So you are absorbing the energy of that thing. So the longer you focus on that thing, the more the energy of that thing you absorb into your own system. So just like if you're watching a comedy show, the more you watch that comedy show, the more you begin to laugh, begin to loosen up and things like that. The same way if you're watching maybe a horror film, you'll be, the energy will be, the energy will, the energy of fright, the energy will, you'll be absorbed. So the longer we stay with something, the more that energy flows to us and the energy stays within us. So how do we release these energies? Through breathing, through moving our body, through exercising, we release some of this energy. Again, it's important for us to realize that these energies, we can always be aware of the texture, the nature of the energy, whether they are uplifting energy, whether they are not uplifting.
How do you
energy.
protect yourself from all the negative energy?
Now that's where that's in fact we in our pranic healing school, because we have one pranic healing school in VI here. Yes, we call it the 𝐒𝐭𝐴 Pranic Healing Center.
Okay.
There we organize courses and workshops
Okay.
to enlighten people on how to heal themselves and also heal others, how to discover the potentials within themselves to heal themselves and to heal others.
Yeah.
In that school, we offer courses and workshops, like I said, from the basic pranic healing
To
Advanced.
𝐈𝐍𝐒 level. So
Wow.
we have the basic pranic healing workshop, we have the advanced pranic healing workshop, we have the psychic self-defense. In fact, before the psychic self-defense, we have the pranic psychotherapy workshop, we have the psychic self-defense workshop, we have the achieving oneness with the higher soul workshop, we have the spiritual essence of man workshop, we have the inner teachings of Christianity workshop, we have the inner teachings of Hinduism, we have the inner teachings of Buddhism, we have the business series, we have the Feng Shui, we have the
What's Feng Shui, please?
Feng Shui is basically
Arranging furniture.
arranging no.
I know, I'm just joking.
Understanding the direction
Yes,
of the
of the energy in the
wind
room.
and knowing where the energies, where uplifting energy comes from, and the frequencies of energy, how they flow, and also being able to arrange objects to attract good energy and to also attract good fortune as well as prosperity. So there are ways you can arrange objects in your space such that you'll be able to, attract prosperity or good energy.
I see this a lot. I
So
see
it's
this a lot.
Feng Shui.
People do it. The way they arrange certain things in the house. But I never just used to, I didn't think too much about.
Then we also have spiritual business management workshop, course. We have clairvoyance workshop. So we have a number of workshops that are lined up. So anytime you can come to our center in VI, it's at number 2 Ojuolobun.
Nice.
Victoria Island.
So when doing, can you start as a beginner, for somebody who probably doesn't have any idea about yoga, as a beginner, can you practice on your own? What are the things that you can do to start to practice in your house?
It's very simple. The thing about we human beings is that because of the word, the attachment or the what we've connoted to a particular word, we tend to miss the whole point. Okay, take for instance now the word guru. When you say guru, some people say
Hinduism or something. Yes.
Guru simply means teacher.
Guru in English means teacher.
Is teacher.
Wow.
Now, another example is meditation. When you say meditation, people think, you have to astral travel. You have to be in a place and just be and just leave your body.
Leave your body, an out of body experience.
It doesn't happen like that. What is meditation? The simplest word for meditation is attention.
Wow.
So as I'm putting my attention on you, Kafayat, as I'm looking you in the eyes like this, if I continue looking you in the eyes for like 10 minutes consistently,
I'm just going to doze off.
without actually
blinking,
being distracted by any other thing, I'm meditating already.
You're gone.
I'm meditating already. So the moment you pay attention to something consistently for a particular amount of duration, you are meditating on that thing.
Yeah.
And that thing you're meditating on, remember, once you meditate on something, you're drawing the energy from that thing. And you're also transmitting energy to that thing. So there is an exchange of energy.
Absolutely. So you're talking about how it's easy for people to start to practice yoga.
Yes.
Is it that easy though? Do I need to have attained a certain level of fitness to be able to do that? Do I need to be flexible to be able to do
No,
that?
you don't have to, because first and foremost, breathing is a natural thing for most of us. For all of us, in fact. But the problem is that for most of us, our breathing is very shallow. Now, let me tell you, when you breathe shallow, in a shallow manner, what you do. When you breathe in a shallow manner, you're simply drawing in very small amount of vital energy as you inhale. Then when you exhale, you're expelling very little amount of used up energy. That's what you're doing. So the used up energy that is in your body, that is weighing you down, that is supposed to leave is not living at an accelerated rate because your breathing is shallow. And the vital energy in the environment that is supposed to come into your system with volume is not coming in because your breathing is shallow.
So the used up energy just keeps increasing and increasing.
For most of us, because there are certain things we focus on that takes our breath away. It makes us to hold our breath. So at the times when you hold your breath, those use up energy are increasing, especially when that thing that is taking your breath away is something that you've not figured out. It's something that is actually, the energy is not a wholesome one. So the thing is to now increase the vital energy in your body. You inhale deeply, hold, and to expel the used up energy in your system, you exhale slowly.
Wow.
Hold. The more often you do that, the more frequently you do that, the more the vital energy you have in your system and the less of used up energy that is in your body. Now, one of the things that makes us stress is because of the level of vital energy in our body. When the level of vital energy in our body is very minimal, we are always stressed. We have those lower emotions.
I'm sorry, my mind is blown. We have to go to a commercial break. We gotta go on a break. We'll be back. Damn, my brain is, I'm breathing in and I'm breathing out. We'll be back. It's still Wellness Wednesday on Inspiration 92.3 FM. It's still here. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back.
All right, it's your number one family radio, Inspiration 92.3 FM. Time check 11:32, and it is still Wellness Wednesday. We are having a conversation with our guest in the studio in the person of Mr. T, who is a pranic healer and a yoga instructor and all that good stuff. And we've been having a conversation on yoga this morning, and we've learned that yoga. Do we have a call?
Yes, we do. I haven't opened up the phone lines yet, but let's see. Hello, good afternoon. Is it even morning? It's morning. Good morning. Oh my! All right. If you have questions, you can always send us a message to WhatsApp 0817-313-6193 or call the number 0700 923 923. So you had a question before going on.
So I wanted to ask about you gave us a brief breathing exercise, right? I wanted to talk. Let's get a bit more practical. So let's talk counts now. Breathing in. Are we breathing in through our nose or our mouths? How many counts? How many counts are we holding? And how many counts are we breathing out? And are we breathing out through our noses or through our mouths? Basically, like for beginners who are getting into the yoga and into this energy game.
That's a lovely question. Okiki?
Yes.
Very good. Thank you so much. There are several breathing techniques, okay? There is the basic breathing technique. There is the advanced breathing techniques, okay? So I'm going to just take you through the basic breathing technique. Now, the basic breathing technique is called, the first one is called the deep abdominal breathing. So to do the deep abdominal breathing, first let me explain. When you inhale through the nose, and exhale from the nose with your mouth closed, you're increasing the vital energy in your body. Okay. Now, there is a technique you can use to accelerate the rate at which that vital energy will go into your body and the rate at which the used up energy will leave the body. Okay. So when you connect the tip of your tongue to your palate, you connect the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth.
Okay, thank you.
Then your mouth is closed. It's like you've closed the circuit within the body. So when you now do that and you inhale deeply for like 6 seconds or 6 counts, you hold the breath for 3 counts or 3 seconds. Then you exhale slowly through the nose for 6 seconds or for 6 counts. Then you hold for 3 seconds or for 3 counts. Now
so
that's
called
exactly. That's called the 6-3 breathing technique, deep abdominal breathing technique. Now, if you don't want to use maybe a count, you can go as deep as you can, inhaling to the deepest you can sustain.
Yeah.
You hold for like 2 or 3 seconds. Then you exhale slowly, completely through your nose.
The tongue is still at the palate at this point.
Yes.
Okay.
As much as possible. For those of us that want just a simple breathing technique, that maybe you don't want to make it a bit complicated, you don't connect the tip of your tongue to your palate. Just close your mouth. Inhale through the nose deeply. Hold for 3 seconds. Exhale from the nose. Hold for 3 seconds. But to increase the rate at which the vital energy goes into the body and the rate at which you use up energy goes out, you connect the tip of tongue to the palate, you close the circuits, and you do the deep breathing technique. So the 6-3-6-3 deep breathing technique is the basic one. Okay? Then we also have the alternate nostril breathing, where you close one nostril, you inhale through the other open nostrils, you do the 6-3-6-3 as well. You inhale for 6 counts, you hold for 3 counts, you release, you exhale for 6 counts, you, in your exhalation, you hold it for 3 counts, you release, you open, you inhale for 6 counts. Okay, so you keep doing it. You can do up to like 7 to 10 cycles or 10 sets. Okay, like for the deep abdominal breathing, we advise that when you do like 10 deep breaths, you breathe normally, you observe how your body feels. At the time when you finish about 10 deep breaths and begin to breathe normally, your body will feel different. You feel more relaxed. Whichever lower emotions that is plaguing the individual would have been dissipating gradually, then you'll be able to process what's before you. Then also you can go ahead, maybe do that morning, afternoon, and night, depending on, you know, your ability to be able to remember and to stay focused.
Wow. I think we have, let's see, I think we have a message before we go, and it said, wellness, please, what is the basic advantage of holding one's breath for 60 minutes? 60 minutes.
60 minutes.
Don't kill yourself.
60 seconds.
Do you mean 60 seconds?
Do you mean 60
I think he means
seconds?
60 seconds. That's what he's saying. But let's hold on to that. Let's try to take this. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Safi.
Hi, good morning. What's your name?
Didi,
Didi. Hi, Didi. So good to hear from you.
I've missed you.
I've missed you too. Do you have a question for our guest?
So they are for you.
Morning.
Good morning. Do you have a question?
I don't have a question, though. I don't. I'm doing all the guru said we should do.
I love it.
Thank you.
It's not. I know. Nigeria is jamming all of us, so we need to relax. And practice our breathing exercise. Thank you. Thank you so much, Didi.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
All right, fantastic. So what he said, what's the basic advantage of 60 seconds? Yes, he said it meant 60 seconds. So yes.
Basically, when you are holding your breath, okay, and you want to hold it for as long as it's possible, you're simply, is one of the ways we use to check the health of the heart. Okay.
Oh.
The health of the heart.
Okay.
Now, if the longer you can hold your breath and still remain, you know, by the time you release it, you still remain functional. The healthier your heart and your circulatory system.
I'm scared to do it right now.
So the thing is, when you practice deep breathing, deep abdominal breathing, aside from the fact that it helps to strengthen the lungs, it also helps to clean up the energy channels. Now, the energy channels, I didn't mention it initially. The energy channels are like blood vessels through which the energies that flow into the energy centers are circulated around the body. So we have those energy channels wound around from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. If you look at this symbol in the medical field, it's called the caduceus. There's a symbol. Okay. That symbol you see in the medical field and in pharmaceuticals, that symbol is depicting where you see a spiral moving from the base to the top.
That snake
is not actually that spiral is actually representing the energy channels. 3 of the major energy channels.
Wow, interesting.
Okay. It has been recognized in yoga, and there is a name given to it in yoga. Okay. Ida, Pingala, and I think there are 3 of them basically.
Really for them. Oh wow.
Okay.
We are. Yeah, we can go on and on and on, but we're completely out of time. I want to say a special thank you for coming on and honoring our invitation. I am so happy. I have learned a lot today.
Yes.
And I am looking forward to having you back on the show. That is for sure. But if people want to reach you, do you have a question quickly?
It's not question. It's just something that's blowing my mind. So I like how you said that. When we talk about yoga, it's about love. It's about purity
and justice.
And justice. And then it just went back to my mind. So when people said, "Oh, yoga is demonic," and then I'm thinking of a Bible passage where it says, "Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, if there be any praise, think on these things."
It's
It's in the Bible.
It's yoga is in the Bible. Oh my goodness.
I love it.
Thank you. I love it so much. Thank you very much for coming in. Somebody here said she held her breath for 45 seconds. You have touched a lot of people today, and I can bet that a lot of people are doing their breathing exercises right now and will practice everything that you have said. How can they reach you? Your social media handle, your classes. When do you have your classes?
Wow. My classes, I give classes around Lekki, VI, and Ikoyi. I teach in Bodyline. Bodyline is in Ikoyi, Bank Road.
Oh, fantastic.
I teach in Low Studio. Low Studio is in VI, Ologun Agbaje. I teach in Sky Fitness. Sky Fitness is in Oriental Hotel. I used to be in 4 Points Hotel, but they renovated their studio, and I've offered them the contract again, and they are looking at it. Probably they will start yoga there again.
All right, so let's give people your social media handle now, so they can go and ask all the questions there, because we really do have to go.
Yes, I'm on Instagram at Lifelong Fitness INTL. You can find me on LinkedIn. Babatunde Olusonya. I'm on Facebook, Olusonya Babatunde. Then on WhatsApp, I'm on WhatsApp as well.
Do you want to give out your number?
Yes, my number on WhatsApp is 081 89442055.
You have to slow down when you're calling it. Okay. Let's go again.
081 89442055.
All right. Thank you so much for coming in. We have to go on a break.
You enjoyed this video? Hit the subscribe button for more. Leave a comment and like. Thank you.